Good afternoon. Today is Friday, September the 1st, and the time right now in Singapore is 12:23 in the afternoon. And of course, this is the first trading day of a new month. And we ended September on a mixed bag in terms of equity. We can see that the Dow Jones itself, after trading to a high of 35,167 in the futures contract, actually closed on a weak note below 55,000 and is currently trading about 34,841 in electronic trading sessions. So does it mean that we're going to see lower prices in the Dow? We will have to watch, because September has traditionally or rather notoriously has been a very difficult month for equity markets. So let's watch out for some kind of volatility into this month. And in the S&P 500, like I said, we have a mixed bag in equity. S&P 500 managed to stay positive, and we have a high for the S&P 500 for 4,542 even in the September contract. This is of course referring to the micro E-mini futures, and it closes at 4,521.5 as we are speaking right now. So this is a price in which the market has slightly gone beyond my ideal target at 4,483 and 3/4 to 4,505 even. And we have just completed a very neat three-wave rally. So if this is all that it has, possibly we may be seeing lower prices into September. So do watch out for that move to the downside. And in the Nasdaq 100, which is very similar to the structure in the S&P 500, we can see that the micro E-mini futures in the Nasdaq 100 traded to a high of 15,606 and 3/4 and closes currently and is currently trading at 15,551.5. So again, this is a very neat three-wave rally, and ideally it should end here and starts to resume its decline from the high of 16,062.5 to below 14,609.25. So basically, I'm looking for the continuation of the downside in the month of September. And over in Asia, we can see that Hang Seng is struggling a little bit right now. We have a high this week at 694 in the futures contract, and it's currently trading at 18,347. And it is really quite neat because we also have a three-wave rally terminates at 18,694 and is possibly getting ready to resume its decline below the low that we saw on August 21st, which is at 17,539. So I do see lower prices again for all global equity markets. The Nasdaq is, the Nikkei is a little bit of a different right now, but I think there is a forced move that's currently been play right now. We can see that the market traded a high this morning at 32,850 in the futures contract, and this is just marginally above the previous swing high on August the 10th at 32,810. And if the price cannot close above this 32,810 on a more convincing basis, I think there is a good candidate for a fake out move here. And basically, I do believe that this is a fake out move and it's getting ready to resume to the downside. Again, we see a very neat three-wave rally here. So do watch out for the reversal that I just mentioned, okay? And in the dollar itself, we can see dollar has seen a little bit of rebound overnight. We can see that the price in the dollar index in the futures contract traded at ICE is at 103.69, and this is just touching the bottom of the previous rising channel here. As you can see right now, it acts as a resistance of some sort. So this market may be getting ready to resume a three-wave decline, ideally into the 101.80 levels. Now you notice there is a confluence here that overlaps between 101.80 to 101.80. Basically, this is where I think the market confluence is going to be. Now, this is a 1.236 extension of this three-wave downside extension at 101.81. And whereas I took another measurement from the entire length of this rally here from 99.22 to 104.38. The 50% mark is exactly 101.8. So we have a confluence here. So likely market may be heading towards this level here, 101.85 or 80, sorry. 101.80 could be where the market could be heading next. And overall, if the market do come to those levels, it could be a good chance to actually pick up some long position, because overall, I still maintain a somewhat bullish view on the dollar. And over in the euro dollar, we can see euro dollar has actually rebounded, but you can see the high is 109.45, and now we can see lower prices. And unless the dollar started to strengthen again, there is the possibility that the market may extend higher towards my target of 110.70 before it unravels to the downside. And in sterling, we are seeing quite similar, another similar move. Right now we have a high of 127.46, and it seems to have been kept, but there is the possibility of another surge to take out to test this pivot line here at 128.05. So let's see if that pans out. And overall, I still maintain a somewhat bearish outlook in the sterling also. And in Aussie right now is basically struggling, and he has already finished a 3-wave rally into 65 cents. 0.6522 is the high, and I think it's getting ready to trade to the downside. Dollar yen is also coming off right now. It is coming down in a very controlled manner. I suspect that it probably will hold out at 144.60 level or 144 half levels. So if the price do struggle all the way to this level, it could be a buying opportunity. Somewhere between 144.40 to 144.80 could be where I think the buying interest may re-emerge. In the dollar Canadian, it is also coming off in line with what we are seeing in the dollar index, and we have a initial drop and a bounce back within this bracket of prices, which fails to get into this sell zone, which I mentioned in previous updates, and that level is 135.60 to 135.75, and prices is trading a little bit down in the morning session. In Asia, we currently see the price at 135.10. There is that possibility it may extend a little bit lower all the way to test the 133.72 levels, and this is not very far away from the 50% pullback, which is going to be at 133.67. So do watch out for this kind of prices going forward into next week trading. Okay, and in the crude oil continues to stay elevated. You can see that crude oil is back up to $83.82 as we are speaking. Sorry, this morning high $83.85 as we are speaking right now. So overall, I do suspect that there's going to be a pullback. If that's going to be the case, I believe the $76.40 and $74.67 will be a good level to pick up some long position. Overall, I'm maintaining a rather bullish outlook for energy prices in light of the difficulties in the war in Ukraine. I do not see how the war is going to end anytime soon. In fact, the opposite is probably true, and that means there is going to be tension in oil prices. So the fundamentals do suggest going forward, despite the weakness in the Chinese economy, which should temper demand, but I think the overriding fundamental is that war that's ongoing in Ukraine. Any sign of escalation is definitely bad news for oil prices. Okay, and in the gold market, we are also seeing something very similar. I think the same factors that is causing oil prices to rise could also be the same factor that's driving precious metals. Right now, we see precious metals at a high of $1,949 per ounce, and it likely may go even higher after a slight pullback. If we do see a pullback to about 1,926 to 1,931, that could be a level to pick up some long position for a more robust rally, perhaps to even challenge the $1,987.40 high that we saw in the month of in the early part of August. Okay, and in silver, same thing. Silver is even more robust, although overnight we can see that there is a pullback. The high traded so far is $25.01, and it's always healthy to see a little bit of pullback. I do suspect the demand is going to come out from this swing low here, which is going to be nearer to $23.95. So if you see a pullback, that is definitely more conducive to buy than to sell. Okay. And in Bitcoin, we have a sudden drop in prices, which unravels the initial rush up to 28,180 on the back that the SEC has lost yet another court case against companies that are trying to apply for a spot BTC ETF license. And the latest news that caused the price to unravel to 25,770 was that SEC right now has delayed its decision to approve at least 3 companies' application to apply for a spot BTC license until the middle of August. So that obviously is a delaying tactic while the SEC regroup to see whether they want to appeal all these cases, at least the last 2 cases that we saw. Now, we know that in the month of July, they lost the case against Ripple Lab, And last month, only last week, we know that they lost another case against Grayscale. So let's see what happened in this crypto space here. It could be a buying opportunity for all I know, but I do suspect that there's going to be a fake move to take out 25,466 and 81 cents. And if it does, let's see what kind of reaction we get. If we get a sudden reversal after this low has been taken, that will be a classical fake move, and it's conducive for buying. So this is my opinion. Do take that into consideration. In the meantime, you take care, and I will see you over the weekend where I will meet you to for my weekly market rep. And if I don't, then I will see you next Monday. Bye-bye. Take care. Oh yeah, Monday, by the way, is a public holiday in the States. So there is going to be very, very quiet trading in the day itself. So at night, there will be no trading. So do watch out if you are trading US markets. That's all I have for you. And take care and have a great weekend ahead. Bye-bye.